Influencing popular culture, politics, and everything in between. The local station takes you ringside as we discuss the crazy world that is professional wrestling. This is Going Ringside with the local station.
Hello there, welcome to a big show, and I say a big show because one of my favorite guests we've ever had is back. We're talking about Trick Williams. Trick is here. We decided we needed to talk because he has a big match coming up November 18th against the champ, Ricky Saints. This is glory in the making. I'm looking forward to this match. They're having it in New York, and I wanted to bring Trick on to talk about it. We've had Trick on a few times. He's always one of the best interviews we have, and we do not look for him to disappoint here as he is about to take on, try and get his title back from Ricky Saints. Of course, I want to tell you one thing. You see this on the screen right now? A few things regarding that website. First, as you know, NXT Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock on the CW network. If you're in Jacksonville, right before that, at 7:30, we run the Going Ringside TV show. And if you're not in Jacksonville, you can find all our TV shows right there. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. All our big interviews are right there on the channel, and this one is no exception. So let's get right to it. Here's the man himself, one of my favorite interviews we do. Here's Trick Williams. Well, we're excited to be joined again on the show by Trick Williams. Trick, thank you for joining us again. Nice to see you.
Hey, man, happy to be here. Let's talk about it.
Well, let's talk about what's going on up in New York City, the Gold Rush. This is a big deal. You're taking it out of Orlando, you guys heading right to New York City.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to the Apple City, this city of New York with the Madison Square Garden, where there's been so many greats, so many legends, to bless that Madison Square Garden Theater. And this time it will be NXT talent and yours truly, Trick Williams.
Well, I got to talk. Last time we talked, you were kind of feuding with other people, but you have set your sights on Ricky Saints. Right. What happened between you and Ricky to get to this point?
And what didn't happen between me and Ricky? This imposter, this stand-in for Trick Williams, this stunt double for Trick Williams thinks that he can step up and be the man to carry the brand of NXT. See, that's when Hollywood Trick has to sit him down and show him who's boss. Let's talk about it.
Did he just seem like he just came out of nowhere trying to steal your thunder there?
Well, to be totally honest, me and Oba been going at it all year long. I mean? It's been about the NXT title, the TNA title, who is the guy for NXT, Trick Williams or Oba Femi. And me and Oba going at it, we go to war, we go to war, we go to war. I knock Oba all the way down till he has no power left, and Ricky swoops in and takes the title from him. And now he's posing like he did something so great. I mean, I'm the one that chopped the tree down. He just took the last swing.
Do you feel he was just kind of underhanded to sweep in, and that it was a triple threat, wasn't it?
I would be okay if he gave me my credit. But now he thinks that he's the man. I said, you're a stunt double, dog.
So what happens in New York? This is just a big thing. You guys are coming after Raw the night before, Madison Square Garden. What does that mean to perform at kind of the crown jewel of WWE?
Man, who better, man? I mean, NXT, we're the guys and ladies who are hungry, who want to prove ourselves to the world, who needs to be in front of all these new fans, who needs to be in front of people because, a lot of people haven't got the opportunity to see a lot of NXT talent in person. So when we get to go to New York this time and we get to show everybody what we're about, everybody's going to get a great show, get their money's worth. Get your money's worth. Get your tickets. They're online right now.
So you're the man responsible for TNA really kind of starting to bleed over to NXT. But this went nuts about a month and a half ago, way beyond anything we'd seen before, when they literally invade you guys. What was that like? I mean, were you the man in the middle? Were you upset that this happened?
Man, and everybody keeps saying, what is this? NXT over TNA, TNA over NXT. If you put NXT next to TNA, you get T right there in the middle. And if you go down, you see Trick Williams. You see, because I am the line. Don't invade Trick Williams and everything will be all right. And that's what happened that time, you see. But as you see, I mean, we took care of business. We got the job done. Me and Mike Santana popped it off, and here we are today.
But now it's TNA, you've got Evolve, you've got AAA. There's just a lot of moving parts right now for fans from pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, man, everybody wants to be where the big show is, right? everybody wants to be on NXT TV, man. I mean, people from all over different countries, people coming over to the NXT. I mean, I think it's a compliment.
I want to get your thoughts on some things happening right now. One is someone close to you who just left NXT, arrives on SmackDown Raw last night, Lash
Let's
Legend.
talk about it.
Yeah, what are your thoughts here? This is a big move.
Man, I'm super excited for her. I mean, well deserved. I mean, everybody knew what she was capable of, you know, and she probably didn't do everything she wanted to do at NXT. But man, she looks like main roster. She looks like mega star. You know what I mean? So she's right where she belongs.
Her and Nia Jax are literally in every way towering over the competition, setting up war games. I mean, do you think they are going to be a dominant force in just all of WWE?
Going to be. I think they already are. I think everybody knows that. You know what I mean? That those ain't the two to try. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nia Jax, man. I knew she was a real one. I knew she was a real one.
Last time we talked, you had said you're eager to get that main roster call. Is that still something you're pushing for? Do you foresee it?
Absolutely. I think it's inevitable. You know what I mean? But for the time being, I'm where my feet are. And tonight, that's Ricky Saints. So since I'm where my feet are, I might leave my foot up as you know what while I get my title back. Let's talk about it.
This will be going on, I think, the night after Cena's last Madison Square Garden event. You know, a lot of eyes are going to be on New York City this week.
That's right. That's right, man. Gold rush. And I mean, what better word to fit Trick Williams than the gold rush? I'm rushing to the gold right now. You feel me?
And why is Ricky Saints different? I want to drill down on that. You had Oba, total different skill set than Ricky in every way. Does that change how you go about this match?
Yeah, you know, Ricky, he's a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? He's a showman as well. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you know, say something similar about myself. You know what I mean? We enjoy the entertainment, we enjoy the crowd interaction. And what that does actually is one, it entertains the crowd, and two, it gets in the mind of your opponent. And I think that's the skill set that Ricky Saints has. He has the ability to entertain in the heat of battle. And everybody does not possess that skill. So I think that's what makes Ricky so different, because he's not necessarily the biggest or the strongest, but he's very technically sound. He knows what he's doing. And he can get in the head of a lesser opponent, you know, not Trick Williams, who plays these same games.
I want to talk to you about what's been going on with you. Last time we talked, and I just heard you a few minutes ago talking about it on a different show, you carry yourself like no one else. And as I said last time, rock stars and pro wrestlers. You're wearing a shirt this time, unlike last time.
Okay.
How did that happen when you got to NXT, where you became more than probably you'd ever been before in pro athletics?
You know, Scott, you know, something told me I had the opportunity to be myself, you know, to be everything that I ever dreamed of being, to be the man who I always wanted to be. When I looked in the mirror, Trick Williams is who Trick Williams always wanted to be. And that's a good feeling. Even when I was playing football, you know what bothered me the most? You know, I love playing the game, but having that helmet on meant that nobody can see my face. So, you know, every chance I get, I'll try to take my helmet off so people can see me. But, you know, I always believed that I was going to be the guy who was going to play in the Super Bowl and perform at halftime. That's exactly what I'm doing now. I'm athletic. I'm putting on a show. And even when I do wear a shirt, you best believe I got a picture of myself without a shirt on my shirt. Let's talk about it.
I do want to back up to something that happened this summer, that right after we talked last, you had a face-off with The Undertaker.
That's right.
What was that like, to go head-to-head with the Phenom, and you didn't back down?
Man, that was an unreal moment. I'm not going to lie. You know, I got a little too big for my britches, as my pops would say, where, you know, you talk a little bit more than you can handle. And, you know, he wanted to remind me of that, but I didn't back down. And I think we made good TV that night.
I do want to get some personal information, because people wonder about wrestlers. What is personal life like for you? I mean, what we see on television is certainly one thing. Is it still going 100 miles an hour in your personal life?
Yeah, we're still moving 100 miles per hour. But man, it's very rewarding, man. I'm blessed, man. I got this beautiful house, you know what I mean, working here at NXT. If I wanted to show you out to the pool outside, it's a little bit too cold. But, you know, we living good around here, man. We work very hard and we put our bodies on the line. But it's very rewarding, and I love what I do. So I'm going to be here a long time.
And how are you physically doing? Because wrestling is more brutal than maybe any other sport out there. How's the body going?
And, you know, I feel it. Every single bump, every single strike, everything in a match I do feel. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. My opponents are hurting way more than I am. So
I guess that's the goal at the end.
That's right.
Well, Trick Williams, it's been an absolute pleasure to see you again. Thank you so much for joining us again on the show.
Hey, Scott, thank you so much for having me.
So appreciate Trick sitting down with us again. We've had him on a few times. He's always a great interview. We will be watching what happens between him and one of my other favorite interviews, Ricky Saints. We've had both guys on a few times. So thanks for watching. We're going to see you back here next time on Going Ringside.
This has been Going Ringside with The Local Station, brought to you every Wednesday on your favorite podcast player, on News4JAX Plus, as well as the News4JAX YouTube channel.